How you doing? This is Professor Farrow over at Farrow Academy. Before we get into just the basic Kimura attack from guard, check out my sponsors, TopMountApparel.com, and then Athens Gyros in Richton Park. Check out their food and see my boy Constantine for some food. All right, we're gonna just go basic Kimura today. All right, but there's a lot of tips I want to show you guys here. Okay, so. What I see a lot of people do is they stay square and they start going for the Kimura just like this, okay? Now, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. She could actually Kimura me back from here if she straightens her arms. There's just a lot of ways she could grab her own arm and not to see she puts torque on my own elbow, okay, and my shoulder. Okay, I don't want that. But so I need to have an angle, okay, and I need to break her down. I got to get my hips out. So what I like to do here, I'll just do a nice basic one where we just kind of basically swim. Windshield wipe, I grab the wrist, and I'm coming up like like I'm gonna do like a hip up sweep, okay? I teach this even when you do the hip up sweep. So I'll put my right foot down, I kind of get on my left elbow, and then I kind of hip. Always want to put the hip into it, okay? Because if I get the sweep, that's even better, especially if you have the Kimura grip. But from here, I'm going to keep the wrist control. I'm going to bring my right hand under her elbow, and I'm going to kind of lift up. You see how I kind of bend her elbow already? So as I'm doing that, I grab my wrist and my hand. Okay, I'm not grabbing just my wrist. I'm not just grabbing my hand. Right in the middle. Okay, now I'm going to escape my hips out to the left. Okay, even more, like this. Okay, once I am here, I want to bring her arm closer to her back. Now the detail about this is I like to put my elbow on her shoulder. Okay, so I drop the elbow on her shoulder. That's going to put torque, and then I like to motorcycle grip it for the tap. Okay, so when you do it fast, your hips come out. Bam. So the biggest thing is the elbow on the shoulder. You got to pin the shoulders, okay? So we're here, you might just start out nice and easy, grab the wrist, come up like you're going for the sweep, and I start grabbing, I tuck to my chest, control that arm. Okay, now as I fall, I come up to the side so she kind of face plants. That's what you want. I could lock the guard from here. Now look at how my right elbow is right on her shoulder. So I basically just motorcycle grip with my arms, drive that elbow into her shoulder until I get the tap, okay? Let's go one more. So it's very, very important to get that angle, okay? So all we're going to do is swim, control the wrist, come up, get out, escape. See how I really get my hips out and her face hits the ground? Now she doesn't have a lot of defense from here at all, and you get a quick tap. From here, people, if they straighten their arms, I mean, then you have arm presses, belly down, arm bars. There's a lot of problems you have from there. So, just a basic Kimura, but there's a lot of details people forget where they keep their elbows out. Don't flare them out. Keep them in. Keep everything to your chest. Elbows tucked. And again, yeah, the flaring, the wrists. I don't want the wrist bending backwards while you're going for the Kimura. And again, get your butt out. Motorcycle grip it. Okay. Grab your hand and your wrist. Motorcycle. All right, now I'm going to show a basic defense to a Kimura gone wrong. All right, so I'm going to be in her guard. And this is why, if you don't have a good angle, this is where problems could come inside. So say she's coming in here. What I want to do right away is I'm going to bring my left hand inside, like towards her, in the middle of her gi belt, okay? And now with my right hand, I'm going to try to grab my other hand. All right, so I'm just going to bring it to inside. Okay, so now I kind of like, I get a nice grip here. I'm grabbing just like this here. Now all I got to do is basically posture up and drive my elbow down, and if she doesn't let go, she's gonna want to tap. Okay, so it's really so I'm grabbing, I'm interlocking my fingers, coming in, bringing my arm in, and I'm arching back, and it'll go back into the. It could hurt her. Okay, so let's do another one. So we'll go so we're gonna interlock. So we come in, and then so I'm here. I try to walk my fingers in, and try to interlock my fingers, and then I bring the elbow in, straighten up, and her arm should be bent pretty backwards. So I gotta go quick though, because if she starts breaking me down, I'm not grabbing anything now. Okay. So I gotta be very wary of that. So right away, I'm already bringing it in. I come forward a little bit. I interlock, tuck my elbow in, and straighten up, and she has to tap or let go. Okay. So this goes perfect with the video I just shown and why you got to escape those hips out. You can't stay square. Even that's a problem from half guard. People do Kimuras from half guard. A good way to defend is wrap around, arch, and same thing. They're gonna have to let go. So very important on the angles. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube, and we'll be back next week for some more videos. Oh.